Alrighty, my friends, so welcome back to the phonics portion of our day. Of course, we are going to practice our letters and sounds. We'll practice um, blending phonemes. We'll practice listening for the middle sound in words. We're going to work on our sight words. Remember that tomorrow you will have your live session to check in so that we can do your assessment, and we're looking for you to know your words. Bing, bang, boom, okay? And we'll also work with our nonsense words, also known as make-believe words. We will visit our daily vocabulary boost, and then today we're going to read a short little story. It's an informational story that will give us information on where certain animals live. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and read our sight words. I'm trying to mix some of them up. Okay, all right, so here we go. Very first one will be into, that, from, on, this. Remember that superstar E makes the vowel say its name, so this is aim. But, find, where, many, is, how, of, so, now, what, you, are, like, a, we, come, the, me, see, I. Banded Y makes the Y say I, my. With, to, and. Ooh, very good. This is going to be a bing, bang, boom, lickety split type of test, my friends. I know you all have been practicing, so don't even worry. Don't stress out. Just when you do your test, just relax, okay? Because when you get all super duper worried and nervous, you don't do well, okay? And if you don't do well, is it okay? Yeah, because why do you come to kindergarten? Exactly, to learn. So if you don't do well, friends, that's just saying, it's just letting you know that you got to practice a little bit harder, okay? And the whole idea, friends, is to get you guys to be excellent readers. And the only way you can become an excellent reader is if you practice your sight words. Same thing with math. The only way you can become excellent mathematicians is if you practice those facts. Okay? Yesterday during morning live session when we were doing our practices, our guided class practice, I noticed a lot of you were struggling with your math facts. Okay? And one thing I'm going to tell you right now is the one word we don't say in my class is I can't or I don't know. That is a word, my friends, that needs to leave your mind. Because if you tell yourself, I can't do it, or I don't know, do you know what happens when you say that to your mind? Your mind shuts down. And if your mind shuts down, there's no way you're going to learn. So in my class, friends, I'm sorry, but we don't have quitters in my club. So I do not want to hear anyone saying, I can't do it. I don't know how to. I do not have quitters in here. Not in my club, friends. So even if it's incorrect, I'd rather you guess and it's incorrect than for you not to even guess at all. Okay, and you have to send that word, you need to send that word flying out of your mind. Got it? All right, so let's go ahead and let's do our make-believe words. All right, so here we go. Et, et. Remember, consonant, vowel, consonant. As, tas. Et, et. Dob, dov. Muck, mock. Was, was. If, vif. Nuck, nuck. Baek, beck. Zox, zox. Zick, zick. Bav, bov. Where. Sil. Ab. Tick. Ax, nax. As, maz. Wub. Iv, miv. Beth. Ab. Dig. Tick. Mog. Pack. Tov. Taff. Vim. Does. Vig. Friends, we just went through all of the make-believe words. I didn't split it in half. That is super duper terrific. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Great job, my friends. All right. So here we go with letters and sounds. Remember, we are going to be tested on letters and sounds. Okay, we're going to be tested on phoneme seg, which means we will give you a word. You will tell us exactly how many sounds are in that word. You're also going to be tested on first sound, which means, say for example, if I say the word winter, what's the first sound you hear in winter? Well, I hope you don't say R. What's the first sound in winter? Yeah, the first sound is W. So make sure that you are practicing that as well. And then, of course, we will also do our nonsense words or make-believe words. All right, you got it? Okay, so here we go with letters and sounds. Bam, we got to do it in 1 minute, friends. R, D, W, Y, K, Q, S, U, Z. Oh, sorry. I took a little nap there. X, H, M, O, T, C, I, E, F. Bye, Mrs. Strickland. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, and hold on, friends. F, B, J, A, N, V, P, G, L, O. That was it. You see how quickly we did it? That was bing, bang, boom, lickety, split, bam, bam, bam. Now, friends, I know that when we are on vacation for Christmas break, the last thing you want to hear is working on letters and sounds, working on phonemes, working on sight words. But in case you have some time where you're kind of bored and stuff like that, which I hope you do get bored. Well, not like bored, not like that, not like really bad bored, but like where like, hi, I don't know, I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. I am going to send some activities that you can do whenever you feel like doing them. Okay, and it's not for a grade or anything like that. It's just so that you can have some extra practice. Okay, and I know we're on vacation. I get that. Okay, but when we come back in January, that first week when we return, ay, 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 they're going to test us. Why, I don't know. But hey, we're going to knock it out of the park because we're super duper smart. But if we don't practice, you know what happens to our brain? It falls asleep. So make sure you visit some of those activities. And they're fun. You know, Mrs. Harrell brings you fun stuff. I don't bring you stuff that's boring. And all of this stuff is going to be like Christmassy, okay? So, but I won't send it out till next Friday. But don't do it all on Friday. Give yourself some days, okay? And you don't even have to do it the week of Christmas. I don't expect you to do that. I expect you just to have fun that week, okay? But what about the next week when we're off after Christmas? Then you can do it, okay? All right. All righty, friends. So here we go. I'll stop talking about that. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and blend some phonemes. I'm going to say some sounds. You're going to blend the sounds to say the word. So listen to the first one, okay? T. What is the word? Not perfect. It. What is my word? Fit. Excellent. A. What is my word? Ham. Great job. J. What is my word? Jam. G. Et. What is my word? Get. All right, now for these, I am going to say the word. You are going to count how many letters there are in my word. Okay, it could be 2, it could be 3, or it could be 4. All right, so here we go. Pant. P-A-N-T. Pant. How many? 4. All right, here we go. Snob. S-N-A-B. 4. Snob. Job. J-A-B. Job. Okay. Moth. M-A-Th. Shoe. Sh-oo. Peach. P-E-ach. Sheep. Sh-E-p. Teeth. T-E-th. Broke. B-R-O-K. Stove. S-T-O-V. Very, very good. All right, friends. So now we're going to work on the skill of the middle sound. I don't want the beginning sound. I don't want the ending sound. I want the middle sound. So make sure that your listening ears are ready. All right, so I'm going to say a word. You're going to say the sound you hear in the middle. So listen to my first one. Map. What sound do you hear in the middle? Map. Correct. The sound is ah. Good job, my friends. Pin. What sound do you hear in the middle? In. Fan. Correct. Ah. Tack. What sound do you hear? Ah. Bag. What sound do you hear? Ah, good job. Box. What sound do you hear in the middle? Ah, very, very good. All right, friends. So let's go ahead and visit our daily vocabulary boost and just listen to my question. If you are patient when waiting in line to get on the bus, okay, so if you are patient when waiting in line to get on the bus, are you getting upset or are you staying calm? Yeah, you're staying calm. Very good. All right. Would, which would give more shade? Which would give more shade? A large tree or a flagpole? Which would give more shade? A large tree or a flagpole? Yeah, the tree, because the tree has all these branches that can produce shade. But a flagpole doesn't, right? A flagpole is just a long pole and then it just has a flag hanging. There's no shade there. You'd be like hot, right? So listen to this one. If an animal is soaring, is it on the ground or is it in the sky? If an animal is soaring, it is in the sky. And what animal soars? You're right, an eagle. What else? A bird. What else? A hawk. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, a hawk. A vulture. Oh, yeah, you're right. A vulture will do that. Oh my gosh, friends. Sometimes some of your answers, they really, really impress me. All right, guys. So here we go with reading today's story. As I said, it is an informational text, which means we are going to learn some information. All right. So today's story is Where Animals Live by Anne Rogers. Okay, so I'm going to read the story and then I'll show you the picture again. Animals live in different kinds of places. They find food and shelter where they live. Okay, so here we have a what? Yep, we have a cat and a dog. And where's their food? Right here. So they get their food from their owners, right? They don't have to go out and hunt for their food because they're cats and dogs that have families are called domesticated animals. That means that they have learned how to be animals that either live inside with a family or maybe in and outside with a family. Okay? All right. Ponds are good places for beavers to live. Beavers make homes from branches and mud. They use their sharp teeth to eat trees. So here's the beavers. There's two of them. And so they make their homes out of what? It says, yeah, they make their homes from branches and mud. And they use their sharp teeth to eat the wood. See that? Look at, he's like taking a huge old bite out of that. Yeah. And see that word up there? That word up there reads beaver. See that? Wow, that is awesome. All right, let's keep going. Rainforests are good places for monkeys to live. Monkeys live high up in the treetops. They eat fruits and seeds they find there. So here's a monkey. Okay. And they're high up in the trees. And what did it say? What do they eat? Yep, they eat fruits and seeds. And there's the word, monkey. Yeah. Deserts are good places for bighorn sheep to live. Bighorn sheep climb up rocky slopes. They look for grass and other plants to eat. So here are two bighorn sheep, and look at their horns. That's why they're called bighorn sheep, because their horns are so huge. See that? And it says that they climb up rocky slopes. That means like rocky mountains that are going upward. And they look for grass and other plants to eat. So they just eat grass and plants. Grasslands are good places for giraffes to live. Giraffes look for trees. Their long necks help them reach leaves to eat. So here's a giraffe. That's a super duper huge giraffe. And there's the word giraffe. Okay? And it says that grasslands are good places for them to live. Okay? And that their long necks help them to reach leaves. Yeah. Giraffes are very, very interesting animals, right? I like giraffes. I think they're super cute. Rocky coasts are good places for sea lions to live. Sea lions make their homes on the rocks. They dive into the ocean to catch fish. So here's a sea lion, and there's the word sea lion. And look at all of his friends are sleeping on top of that huge rock. See that? And they dive in to the ocean. And what do they eat? Yeah, they eat fish. And look at that. Look at his whiskers. He's got some pretty long whiskers. But look at his teeth. It looks like he has like two sharp teeth there in the front. Are sea lions like friendly animals? I wouldn't get near them. I mean, I know if you go to California and stuff like that, you can see them. And there's a one place in, I think it's called La Jolla, where you can actually go down. And there's like a huge amount of sea lions there. But you know what? Some of them have gotten very, very aggressive. So I would just be very, very cautious when you go and you get near them. Because remember, they're wild animals. And sometimes they might think that you're trying to harm them because they don't know that you're just like super excited to see them and that you want to touch them. So if you kind of go like this, like trying to touch them, they might think you're trying to hurt them and they could attack. So please make sure that you are careful about that, okay? All right. Forests are good places for deer to live. Deer hide in the forests to keep safe. They eat grass, twigs, and bark. So here's a deer. He's a pretty big deer. Look at that. He looks pretty healthy. Maybe it's a mama deer because it almost looks like she's pregnant or something. I don't know. It could just be Mrs. Harrow's eyes, but that one looks pretty healthy there. And they eat grass and twigs and bark. Bark means that that's like pieces of a tree. It's like the skin. So they eat bark from a tree. I never knew that. I mean, I knew that they like to eat like grass and twigs, but I didn't know they ate the bark. It's okay. To them, it's kind of like maybe that's their French fries. Oceans are good places for blue whales to live. Blue whales swim long distances. They eat lots of tiny sea animals called krill. Oh, there's a blue whale. Why do you think they call him a blue whale? Oh, well, they're blue. See that? And they eat lots of tiny sea animals called krill. And they're able to swim long distances. Do you remember what animal from the Arctic was able to swim long distances? Do you remember that? Yeah, polar bears. Yeah. Now let's think about people. What are good places, or what are good places for people to live? Well, could people live in the ocean? Well, if they were on a boat, maybe. Could they live in the forest? Like a deer? They'd have to have a home, right? Like people, we need to have some kind of home. We can't just live out there in the open air. Can we eat bark from a tree? Where do we get our food from? Well, yeah, you're right. We could plant some of our food. You're right. We could plant like some fruits and vegetables. I totally agree with that. But then there are some things that we need like from the grocery store, right? So just like animals have their places to live, people have their places to live too, right? Alrighty, friends. So I will see you in just a little while. Remember, we will be doing systematic. No, today is not systematic phonics. Today is writing. So please make sure that you bring your journal. Okay. All right, friends. See you in a bit. Bye.